Cherokee, Iowa man who was convicted in a fatal 2022 hit-and-run accident is out of jail after spending less than 4 months of a 5-year sentence behind bars. Iowa Department of Corrections records show 31-year-old Casey Herwig was released from custody Monday after serving 105 days in jail. Back on August 26, Judge Charles Borth sentenced Herwig to up to 5 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to a charge of knowingly leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. Investigators say in December of 2022, Herwig hit bicyclist Philip Watterson and then left the scene. In late September, Herwig penned a motion asking his sentence to be reconsidered by the judge. In it, Herwig wrote a letter apologizing to Watterson's family for the pain that he caused them. Herwig also promised to be a productive member of society if released. Last week, Judge Borth ordered Herwig be released from jail and placed on probation for 2 years. In his order, Judge Borth said he believed it was appropriate to reconsider Herwig's sentence.